Start scheduling y'all game fast, bro, for real.
Shit, we ain't advanced until what, an hour from now or 2 hours from now?
Something like that. I'm not waiting on these motherfuckers. We're gonna get to that.
Fuck that.
So we can schedule. Hold on, let me check. So we got. Damn, I will be driving till now. What's your availability tomorrow? I'm in a draft now, and I have 2 games after that. Of course, I ain't playing tonight. Damn, I'll be driving to Atlanta tomorrow, but before that, I have to go to work from 8 to 1. What round are you in the draft? Yo, you still in those games? I'm still up. I'm still up, dog. Can you play now? 205. Yeah, fuck all that. We not chasing him, bro. Post that shit in the main chat.
Who that is?
Well, the Bucks. Post that in the main chat. I'm not doing this shit. I'm telling you right now. Post that in the main chat, please. What Haroldberger's talking about? What up, brother? Bro, can you let Colbert know I'm home ready? Alright, that's not that. Alright, so Booney, what's up, man?
That shit chilling, man.
What's up, man?
Day.
You know we gotta put the real talk in the chat, cuz. Cuddy. I'm on my way to it, Cuddy. Now I'm talking about Cuddy.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Nothing like the real thing. I keep hearing microwaves going off. These little motherfuckers just waking up. Now they eating everything up in the house. Little bastards.
Damn, 5 o'clock. Them had a late night.
Little niggas just waking up. My son was up 5 this morning. Talking about, what's up, Dad? Fuck you doing? Okay. Nothing, nigga. Why you up for? Same reason you up. The fuck? Okay.
I know you crazy as fuck. Somebody to go here.
How about I fuck you up? He the GOAT. Why? Why he the GOAT? Dang, niggas calling themselves the GOAT?
Man, listen.
Dang! Niggas calling themselves the GOAT?
That motherfucker said the GOAT here. That shit funny.
Dang.
What fault cat?
Dang.
Oh no, what fault cat, man? Cause like that shit crazy. So he beat Falk. Now he the GOAT. That don't fuck around and win a Super Bowl off that for real though.
Oh my
that
God.
Confidence, bro. That confidence, a motherfucker.
You want no Super Bowl for no fucking online game, nigga.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, dog. That shit hit different, man. That don't have the confidence. All about confidence sometimes though.
Listen, dog.
Stop ducking. They motherfuckers just in the fucking text just at me all day. To my stop ducking Big Belly. Like what the fuck? What you talking about, man?
Motherfucker.
I'm ready to play all day.
That nigga feeling himself right now. Man, is this a motherfucking burger, dog? Oh shit, I'm ready to murder this motherfucker. Yo, cut. Where'd DC go? Cause you know we got a lot to talk about. I just want to know. There you go. You ain't gonna be quiet on this one. We ain't gonna let this nigga just say whatever the fuck he want. That's the problem. Damn. We gotta stop letting this nigga say whatever the fuck he want.
Let me? Oh, I was gonna chill today. Why you want to smoke?
I don't want to smoke. Well, I can't give you smoke, man. I took an L to you. You already got all the smoke. I'm fucking at your mercy right now.
Why? I'm just trying to, do a real talk.
Saying, I just want to know. Man. I just want to know a few things, my boy. We left off trying to talk about Fred Teller, and we didn't get a chance to. Today's episode is sponsored by Gorilla Glue.
Sponsored by Gort.
Shit sponsored by Gort. And microwaves going off. This motherfucker in here chefing up. Hey, Najee, just because you taller than me don't mean you could beat me, bro. Just remember that. I'll whoop your little ass in here, nugga. Just telling you, bro. Watch yourself. You bumped me twice. I don't like that shit.
By accident. You're just a little bigger than me.
Damn.
You hear this shit?
Yeah, he said it's an accident. Don't act crazy.
Right. It's an accident, Dad. I fuck you up. Damn, son. That's how you feel? I thought we was cool, bruh. So, Booney.
What's up?
Today's episode of Real Talk is sponsored by the Baltimore Ravens. On top of the division, on top of the conference, they are playing high-level football.
On top of the league.
On top of the league. Nah, ain't on top of the league. Oh, somebody lost?
Yeah.
Don't tell us the undefeated lost.
Yeah.
Not my boy Jimbo.
Jimbo lost.
Wait, who he lose to?
His boy.
His boy? Niggas don't be losing to their boys, B.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Niggas,
Every day, B.
Every day, B.
Day.
Niggas lose to their boys, B. Niggas lose to their boys every day, B.
Every day, B.
Damn, what happened in that game? Talk
McCoy
about
got
it.
out on him.
McCoy back? Let me find out.
Yeah,
McCoy back.
9-2. He made a statement.
And what you got to say about that, Booney?
I don't know, man. He ain't back, man. I think Jimbo took it easy on the dog. McCoy might be going through some stuff, so I don't know.
Damn. Yo, niggas can't never get no credit, bro. This shit crazy. Damn. So McCoy gets the win because Jimbo going through some shit. He took it easy on him. You see the narrative? We get mad when niggas spin narratives, but look at the narrative.
Fuck that.
We gotta be real. This is real talk, not narrative spinning.
Hey, listen, dog. We don't know what happened. I just bring up scenarios. You never know what might happen. Listen, all I see is this motherfucker whooping motherfucking ass all season, and then he scored 10 points in the game. Like he had to have a bad day. Hey,
maybe Madden guys got to him. You know how you playing a game that you know you could win, and all of a sudden nothing really work, and everything go that person's way, and you know
that's a
maybe
bad
that
day, though,
happened.
you know what I mean? It probably did, but you know what I'm saying? Something happened, you know what I mean? Jimbo was not himself that day, but not taking nothing away from, McCoy, stretch your rallies.
Damn.
Stretch your right.
Clan Valentine, what? 25 carries, went. Damn, what's the running back he had in the other league? Motherfucker said he was about to die.
Hollywood.
No, it wasn't him, bro.
Yes, it was Armstead.
Armstead.
Yeah, it was
Holiday. We called him we called him highlights. I mean.
Yeah, highlight. Yeah. Armstead. That was 25 carries, 150, 157, 2 touchdowns. So he definitely running the ball. Get back to that shit.
But he back though.
Yeah. And that's probably what it was, man. What's his name? Just he threw the ball for fucking lot. He had to.
My question is he back or is he benefiting off the Bears not playing?
Oh man. Now who's really throwing shade? Like damn.
We throwing scenarios out there, right?
That's what I call it. What you call it, throwing shade. You know what I mean? See how you be contradicting the shit. See how you do? It's all good. But yeah, he has to, dog. Got to be both ways, dog. It's a perfect storm, man. It's time for him to get back up in there. May see a perfect opportunity. He taking advantage of it.
So let me ask you this: if we go back a week on the schedule, right? We go back to week 11. Matter of fact, let's go back 2 weeks. So follow me back to week 10. 42-30. The Texans storm into Cleveland and 42-34. What was the stat line of this game, Boom?
You said week 10?
Week 10. Texans storm into Cleveland 42-34. After Cleveland just came off the big win a week before against the Jags.
Damn, that shit crazy. That shit kind of look like our stat line. But Kyler Murray, he managed the game very well. 13 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Joey, he fucking stunk it up. You know what I mean? 199 yards, 4 picks. But that boy Aaron Foster Jr., man, he did that thing. 339 yards, 4 touchdowns.
But let me ask you this question. Why are we going to keep ignoring Arian Foster, bro? Like, this guy, if you go look at career stats, records, all types of shit, this guy has been quietly one of the top running backs in the league.
Yeah, you can say that, man. But I guess it was always just DC, not DC, but D West's ability not to win the big game, and pretty much when he in the division with you, and Hero and Snake, you know what I mean. Pretty much that whole division and run the ball, you know what I mean. So it's easy to kind of get overshadowed, especially when you're not really winning ball games and making it to the playoffs. And he has made it to the playoffs, but he just never made noise in the playoffs.
Right. But Texans come off that win and then go into week 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a must-win game and sit to bed. Them Titans, the worst, best nigga in the league, out here giving people problems right now. What's up with that?
Man.
Let's talk about the stat line over here, because this is going to run right into where we should have left off at when we was talking yesterday on the Real Talk. Titans, Texans, week 11, all the way down at the bottom, Booney. Stat lines. What happened in that game? Yo, Mill, where you at, bruh?
The Rock, man, what are you doing over there?
Hey, man, they playing good football. You can't take away. My thing is, we got to give everybody that play in this league credit if they deserve it. And I think Hellburgers deserve it.
Hellburger looking like the Ravens over here, for real. That boy Fred Taylor looking like second to none. Look like the best back in the league, for real.
Man. Hey, hitter, man, hit the. Can you get to the stats in the league? What's going on stats wise this year, and just tell me what Fred Taylor looked like all the way across the board. Is he the number one? Is he leading the league in rushing yards this year, touchdowns? Like, what is Fred Taylor doing? Because to pull this 36-29 game, that's huge, especially when D West had to win this game.
That motherfucker went on a big ass. That's 2 L's from the Titans too.
He took 2 L's from the Titans. One was the first win though, because he ducked the shit out of Hellburger. And he said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna come back and bust his ass later. You ain't got to worry about that. I got him. Come on, yo. I'm gonna beat him. Don't worry." And got his ass whipped. Now he did have more offensive yards game with 442 versus Hellburger's 240. On offensive rushing though, 224. They was even Stevens. Hellburger had 16 yards passing, 5 offensive first downs versus 16 from D West.
No turnovers though.
I was going to say, them turnovers will get you every time, and them turnovers is a representative of that secondary guy. See, the problem is everybody that don't play him enough, and I don't know how D West fell for this shit, but you don't realize that the Titans got one of the top 3 secondaries in the league for sure. If not top 3, the fastest secondary completely in the league. You not running past them. You're not taking 70-yard runs to the crib. They catching everything, and they all fucking speed demons, and they play, and they cover good. And then these guys been around for a couple of years, so it's not like he's starting over with new corners. These guys been in the league for a while now, and some of the guys like Jacoby and some of these guys over there, they seasoned veterans right now. So when we start talking top corners in the league and who's the number 1 corner and all this and that, and we kind of slide past guys like names that we should be talking about, like at safety, BJ Dawkins always make plays. Look at Larry Jacoby. I'm quite sure he don't got sacked, but he's always in the mix. So you got guys that's in the mix over here for these Titans, man. That secondary is really strong, bro. And I can see how those turnovers happened that way. Nah, homegirl, I don't need you today. Sorry. Told Craig and them I was going to kick it with them. And then you got Kamari Kyle, 5'9", another speed burner, 99 speed. This guy running a 4.22 or some shit. He flying and just making plays. But can we get back to this Fred Taylor and the loss Hellburgers gave the Texans and how important that was moving forward?
Man, that shit fucking super important, man. It's fucking jam-packed over there, man, in the y'all division.
Is what we only a game apart right now?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm about to hit.
I mean, I'm 7-4. You got 5-6, 6-5, 5-5. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm only 1 game in front, and even the coach is still sitting 2 games out right now. with 5 games left, and we played each other twice. So
Fucked up shit though.
what's that?
I gotta play this motherfucker next, so I know I'm getting that big dose of fucking butt ball.
Who you got to play?
That
The
shit.
Bucks? I mean,
Hero
the
Burgers.
Hero Burgers? My man, Hero Burgers ain't butt balling right now. I'm telling you, he's just playing steady. So what I will say is, man, player of the month right now, bro. The player of this month is Lynn Biscuit. Linformation, my main man from DC, my motherfucking homie, alcoholic. So y'all think, Mr. I drink, but I don't drink. You heard? That guy right here gets MVP for me, man. He balling. RDL's MVP, up and coming player right now, and it's the Titans. Now y'all didn't believe me when I said the Bears was going to do this type of shit, and he started doing it, which got him in the playoffs, which got him to an NFC Championship game, which got him to another playoff run, and then he decided to tank for the rest of the season, and he's done with Madden, I guess. Hero Burgers ain't going nowhere. Hero Burgers is getting better, completely getting better, putting a good team together, got a great core together, a bunch of veterans mixed with some sprinkle of some young guys running around, and he's fine over there, bro. And that roster is recipe to upset some of these top guys out here right now, man. And I'm just saying that I know half the people that listen or not listening right now, but will watch this later on, is going, I'm cool, bro. We all for that. I don't need none of that shit. Fuck out of here. I'd be like, man, Hero Burgers ain't doing shit. You always trying to hype somebody up and this and that. Hey, man, I usually speak it right when I'm talking. I see it. I see something happening over here. I think he's gonna make the playoffs before it's all said and done. Would you agree or disagree with me, bro?
I can agree with that, man. Especially the way everything is going, man. It's just playing out that way. But he definitely has to make some key wins down the stretch, and that was the start right there with beating the Texans.
Right. Now he can't come off that big win and then spit a dud and lose. So I don't know if he played his Week 12 game yet or not, but that game got to be won if he even got a game. I doubt he got a bye that late, but let's get to Week 12. See what these Titans did already. They played. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about, bro? This ain't by accident. You don't just whoop Snake ass 31-7. That's not by accident, my boy. You see what I'm talking about right now? And motherfucker, see, this the thing. When you sit there and be like, oh man, y'all over there playing in the worst divisions. No, the fuck we not playing in the worst divisions. Because those guys that's in the worst divisions got better teams than 90% of y'all division. So we're not playing in the worst division because they have the team that can compete with us. Now, all they got to do is play solid enough football they can stay in the ball game. And then if you disrespecting them and not worrying about them and doing what most will do, which is sleep on them, they're going to whoop your ass or they're going to steal a win. And that stealing a win get people used to winning. And when they start winning, they start understanding that formula. And next thing you know, we're going to have issues on our hands. I never thought my division was ass. I didn't think it was the best division, but I never thought it was ass. I thought every last one of these guys over here, because I know how they were putting their teams together, it's going to give a situation. So,
but I agree and I disagree with that. You know what I mean? Because anytime, like even with me and Knox, you know, I had to cater my team to beat Knox because he was winning the division. So all of y'all are gonna play each other hard as hell. And
right.
Y'all pretty much fucking each other up in y'all own division. That's gonna fucking make them war ready for when they go outside of the division.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, because the first step is to win your division, or at least to win games in your division, and then now you got to focus on the outside of your division. So y'all, hey, iron sharp as iron. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I also, man, I also, you got to go. I asked Hitter to slide over there. What is Fred Teller doing since he's been because look, Fred. All right, my bad. I didn't know you was on Call of Duty. You could have said something. I'm over here, but I just want to say this. I will say this. Fred Teller was a monster for the Jaguars and his short career over there as a Jaguar. He was a monster, right? Big time touchdowns in the playoffs, big time plays all year long for the Jags, but he's never had a season like he's had with the Texans, with the Titans, and that's facts. We did this not too long ago, I'm gonna click on him and just look at him real fast, Booney. We're gonna go to his stats and his career stats right now. We did this a real talk a few ago where we was talking about these guys and we said Fred Taylor in his rookie year had 1,084, 14 touchdowns. The following year he had 71 carries for 1,041, 8 touchdowns. Then he came back 15-52, 13 touchdowns. And then the year Puka came, he didn't really touch the ball because he was injured the entire season. He didn't make it back until the Super Bowl, actually. 62 carries for 458 and 8 touchdowns. But he got traded after that year. And after that year, his production, carries and everything went up. Barely averaging 100 carries to 293, 2,082 yards, 22 touchdowns. He's already there right now. 219, 17, 28, 7.9, 21 touchdowns with 5 games left right now. What can you say about this Fred Taylor kid, man?
Yeah, some amazing stats. Like pretty much every year, you know what I mean, that he's been with. He only been there for 2 years, right?
This is second year there. Damn near 2,000 yard back since he's been there.
He's fucking balling every year, and every year he's getting better because he about to eclipse this 2,000 yards. You know what I mean? And he already about to eclipse the 22 touchdowns that he had last year. Like look at the stats, man. The fumbles went down, the average went up, touchdowns going up. Like I don't know, man. Like Hero Burger's got something over there.
And then my thing is this, bro. Can he? I know. The kid Beckwith had 3,000 yards in the season, but I think that's hard to beat. Can he do it? Can he get 1,000? Can he get? Let me see. What do you need? 1,300? What do you need?
Yeah.
What do you need? 1,300? Yeah. Can he get 1,300 in 5 games?
Oh, I can't even lie. He'll probably get 300 against me. So shit, he'll probably get 300 because I normally give it up, no homo. You know what I mean, with the run game. Until they get down to the end zone. So
can we make that a goal for him? Can he rush for 13 plus in 5 games, the last 5 games, and surpass? Let me get over there. What's the record? Let's get over there to the record, man. What are we talking about? NFL record. I'm over here right now. We want in the season rushing yards. Extension 3,000. That's a lot of yards there. Extension got 3,631 yards rushing. I doubt he could touch that, but can he slide up there into second place?
Man,
can Hero Burgers put his name in the record books? That's what I want to know.
Man, how's Big Belly on stopping the run? How's Big Belly on stopping the run?
He's pretty solid. He got those guys hitting right now. So you know, if you don't know what you're doing running the ball, you can have a game like Puka had, 4 fumbles. Which made the dick riders be like, yo, can you change my players to this and that? Remember, it's still what you do with them. It ain't what you put on them. It's always what you do with them. Simple as that. That's the reason why I hollered that. That's why I told him that months ago. Put this on your players, bro. You already be causing fumbles. Put this on your players. Let's go. But anyway, back to it right now, man.
Yeah, man, you got Jack Knox and then the Cardinals.
I think he can do it, bro. 1,300. That's a goal for Hero.
500 on Shaq, but
right. And if Shaq don't play that, that's a computer love. Promise you. We ain't stopping my boy for breaking that, getting to that 3,000 yard mark. Something that he's never done ever as a Madden player. Let's get him in the record books. Let's go, Hero. What else is going on around the hood right now, yo? What happened in that Chargers Broncos game?
Man, that Chargers Broncos game, man, it's the opposite, man. You know, you got Hero Burgers, you know, winning tough games he should win, and then the Broncos losing games that he should win.
Like, we gotta talk about this, man. This shit's starting to get a little ridiculous right now, for real, flat out. I don't understand. You are always in position to be able to put yourself in position, and then you go and do some bonehead shit and lose to Mike. Now, I ain't playing Mike out at all. Listen to what I'm going to say, because here I would say this: Hitter and Mike play tough games all the time. It's always one game ugly, and then the next game is fucking lights out tough. But I just want to know right now, Boom. Even though the coach is listening and he's around, let's get away from it and let's go talk about this Broncos football team real fast. All right. And I'm gonna talk from my point of view, and I would like for you to talk from your point of view. All right, so overall, right now, is Ray Skywalker the answer for this Bronco football team?
You want to say what you think, and then you want me to say, or you want me to go ahead and speak on it now?
All right, now I'd rather you speak, and then I'll come in behind it.
Alright. So me personally, I don't think that he's the answer. I think he's a hindrance, man, honestly. Because I'm looking at his stats, and he had 6 receptions for 148 yards and 1 touchdown, which is fucking awesome, right? Anybody will be satisfied with that.
I'm talking about
But
the quarterback, Ray Skywalker.
Well, I know what you're talking about,
Okay.
but I'm saying that he has a favorite weapon that he likes to get the ball to, and I
Okay.
think that forces most of his picks. I mean, I could be wrong because I didn't watch the game, but I'm just going off of what I know. Skywalker likes to throw the ball to Warwick, and I think that pretty much that's kind of he locks on and he throws all those picks, man. So I don't think that I can't say that it's not Ray. He's not the man for the job, but maybe he just needs to spread the ball around a little bit more, or maybe I don't know. I can't tell you.
But see, I disagree and I agree. Here's the disagree. The disagree is if you look at his receiver stats, he's spreading the ball around. You got a bunch of guys with double-digit catches on this team, and then you still got a couple guys that's only 3 and 4 catches away from being double digits. So Warwick is going to do what Warwick do at 43. Now, here's my thing. Sheldon Warwick, you play that man until you retire. He's one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league, right? But then you got Darren Jones, 6'8", that we're waiting. We're really waiting for that. What's the word? I'm waiting for that, like 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Waiting for that breakout. Like, yo, where's that season at where you just look like, damn, yo, this is not fair. Because you got 6'5" guys doing some things that he should be doing double that right now. So my thing is this. I think, me personally, I don't think Skywalker is the guy for this team right now at all. When you listen to the titles of his broadcasts and you hear the alley-oop boys right now, you need you need a guy that came in, that's going to come in the league with that 99 throwing power, 97, 98 type arm, like a guy that came in that way, you know what I'm saying? Not somebody you built up to that, a guy that comes in that way, you know what I'm saying? And I mean that because, bro, you got these Blazers that's running up and down the field right now, and even though Skywalker is 99, I think Skywalker is not the most accurate guy, and I think he is a tell of two stories. His style of play is not making the Broncos use their talent to their ability. Because Skywalker is a baby Lamar, baby Ward, he has that potential to be a runner. So you don't know which style of play you're going to get with this guy, because they can come out and they're going, even though some might say that might be a good thing, oh shit, he can read option you to death, or he can run that quarterback. I think it gets in the way, and those getting in the way will allow him to score 13 points this week and not 28. They better beat Mike 28-21. The turnovers and all that stuff, that comes within the game. You're going to have it as a bunch of good stud players defensively running around. I think Ray Skywalker, it's time to reset it before you got 3 to 4 more seasons with, and we in May, about to go in June. So you got about 3, realistically 2 seasons with Sheldon Warwick left before it's like, all right, Sheldon Warwick about 35 now. But you got these young guys, and I think you need to bring a quarterback in, a gunslinger, a Patrick Mahomes type kid to come in with this team right now, and take to him over. I just don't think Ray Skywalker is it, and I can't see how this team is not in the playoffs every year in, year out. And I think that's when you're not making the playoffs, you got to put it somewhere, right? And to me, it's the quarterback. I don't see nothing farther than that, because Sheldon Warwick is everything as advertised. We know that. We waiting for Darren Jones, 6'8", to break out, but it's going to come when you got a guy that can throw the ball the whole field, or I don't know. I just think he's not the guy, man. And, we got the coach on the podcast with us, man. Is he your guy?
Yeah.
All right, so give us the good qualities about him with 2,276 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, 20 picks on the season. He is 62%, but what makes him your guy?
He's all around quarterback. Does it all. It's not the passing game is killing me this year. It's my run game. I got a new line.
Right.
They not blocking. I can't run. My running backs is garbage. To tell you the truth. They not Amari. And you can tell.
And Amari getting up there long in the tooth right now. So I mean, I can see that.
Yeah,
so
Sermon
you
is not
saying
the back? I thought he was, but he's not. He's
not that guy.
No.
So are we looking for a new one?
No, because I got so many. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep getting new running backs because the ones I got ain't working. I got to figure out a system to work with the guys I got.
I like that, but you ain't got time or the luxury for that shit. Like it's two hot running backs that's on a block that's 26 years old. That's great to be on a block at the end of the season. Why not go get one of those guys? And now you're talking about a running back that you know is a top 5 to 10 running back in the league. Maybe get one of them guys. That way you can keep a Sherman around. You can keep McFarland around and still have that, knowing that Amari Braxton is, long in the tooth and most likely going to play fullback duty for you for the rest of his career. But there's guys out there. Like Cliff Holiday. Your crosstown rival, your division rival, has a running back that's been trade talking. That's supposed to be on his way out the door. He can't fit your system. You can't see that as a match. Look at Bo Jackson sitting over here. Bo Jackson ain't been utilized really like that over here in Coach Nation. It's backs that you could plug right in right now and turn this whole situation around for you at the end of the year. So now let me ask you this: defensively, you feel like your team is where it needs to be?
Yeah, my defense is not my problem.
All right,
I can't run the ball, and this is a running Madden.
Right.
And it hurts when you get one-dimensional.
Right, I feel you on that. Definitely believe that.
Unless you run the ball, which is your dimension. I don't have that dimension.
Right. My question is, and is that why Ray Skywalker is so important to you? Because he can give you that second dimension, which is run the football.
I don't really run with him. That's not my style. My style is to get away from the DNs to throw the ball, not just to run with them.
Right.
I'm mainly trying to avoid the sack or the blitz.
Right. Do you think with him being a dual threat, you think you need to put some of that type of style of play in your system, dual threat type football, to be able to counter if your running backs can't run the ball? I mean, we watch it happen in Baltimore every game.
Yeah, but that guy doesn't put the ball on the ground. A lot of these, 90% of the quarterbacks are fumbling in those situations.
Yeah, you're right. My quarterback
Lamar doesn't fumble.
All right. I mean, Lamar did, but not this stage in his career.
I mean, when he does fumble, it's out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? He's not turning the ball over.
All right. Well, at the end of the day, we're not talking to you like it's the end of the world over here. We just talking, that's a big loss right now and a push that you're having a great season right now. And at the end of the day, same situation is happening in Duval right now. Duval over here, we haven't won. Honestly, I haven't won a big game all year this year. I've lost to the Browns, big game. Lost to the Seahawks, big game. Lost to the Ravens, big game. We haven't beat anybody that's supposed to be superior yet this year. And honestly, the race is super tight right now. What y'all playing, Boom?
Same situation. I lost all big games, plus I dropped 2 that I wasn't posted. So I still got 2 more left.
Right.
The Giants and the Chiefs. So.
And they big games for you, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go through the Broncos schedule before we get any further on right now. So, all right. So you come out, Dolphins lose to the Cowboys, Patriots big win, Texans big win, Eagles big win, Chiefs was a loss there, Chargers big win, Raiders big win, Redskins. That's the game right here. The Redskins, Ravens, Chargers. So we've been on a 3-game skid since the since the bye. So 3-game skid. So let's explain that 20-20. And it's sad. This is what the problem to me be. It's hard coming out of a game 23-20 knowing that, damn, you know what I mean? 3-point loss there. What happened in that Redskins game?
I grabbed my nuts a couple of times and they shriveled up on me.
Man, I
And
know
then
that feeling.
late field goal. I missed the field goal because of the whatever, and he missed the field goal because of the whatever. So I figured that he wasn't gonna make the next one, and I put the ice on, but the ice didn't work.
And he knocked it out.
He knocked it in. Yeah, that was it.
So what happened when you went to Baltimore?
Baltimore was
Or
a
when they
good
came to
game.
you?
Yeah, then they pulled out the little ace in the hole on me, and the whole game changed.
So Lamar Jackson became a factor in that game.
Yeah. He wasn't playing, and then he started playing.
And then you got the Chargers in the Chargers game right now. What happened in this 21-13 one?
I was up 13-0, and then the bottom fell out. I had a late sack fumble for a touchdown, put him up 8, and that was the difference in the game.
Okay. All right, so now coming down the stretch right now, Bills, Raiders, Chiefs, Giants, Jets. I mean, honestly, there's literally only 2 games on here that I can actually see you have to worry about for the most part, and that's the Chiefs, Giants. So it really comes down to this. To be honest with you, bro, that's your game against the Chiefs is just as important as that game against the Giants. But like, I think if you can win that game, both those games, you solidify your playoff spot. If not, you gonna wish the playoff spots on a prayer, which you could still have a chance to get in, but it's gonna be tight like frog ass. But if you run the tables right now, man, and then what better season would this be to run the table and knock off the Giant in y'all division that, get your first win against him, man. You've played plenty of games against this Chiefs team, and you've been close. You've played really tight games. What will get you over the hump in playing these Chiefs?
Basically, a mistake-free game.
Okay.
Mistake-free defensive game.
Is there a difference between Guarantee and Mahomes?
A little difference. He a little more Mar than he is Ben Roethlisberger.
All right. So these Broncos, man, their story hasn't been written off yet. Bills, Raiders, Chiefs, Giants, Jets coming up right now, man. So we talked off air earlier, man, and of course I'm going to go back to it right now. Hit it in your opinion, man. What's going on in Duval right now?
I think the coach is living in the past. He still thinks he has that 96 Bulls, but he has the 84 Bulls. So with that being said, he putting a lot of pressure on Puka, and Puka's not an every down back. He's more of a spell back, that ace in the hole, as I like to call him.
Right. I agree with you. I agree with you.
He's kind of like the same situation in Denver. We swapped running backs, and we basically got the same thing.
Right.
Sherman is not my every down back. I put him in and expect him to give me that, and he just doesn't have it. Doesn't have that drive.
Right.
And Puka is just he's a little light in the ass.
Just light in the ass right now.
Yeah,
man.
He can't take all that punishment all game.
Right. We did see something in another back that we have on our roster. We did see something to Noah Kane last night in the Ravens game. That maybe it's time. I mean, there's a big difference between 185 and 215. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe we can put it on. We got to do something. But you're right, man. 84, 85 Bulls right now versus the ones that got over the hump and beat Detroit and then went on their little run. I think I'm not playing smart football. I think I'm playing, Boone called it arrogant and cocky, and I called it just not playing to what we are. You know what I mean? Like, not playing to the fact that we are young. And I'm not using youngness as an excuse right now, but...
Well, it is the fact that, got new players in new positions. They're not giving you the same output that you had before.
Right. Yo, Rat. Huh?
I said, I'm trying to get well. Like, he's trading later. So I hit him later. Because you say his kids is going to game, right?
Man, listen, bro. All you got to do is show your proof. Ain't nobody waiting for Knox to be telling us when he's playing. These last games getting played, bro. Post in the chat. I'm not doing this shit week in and week out. And me and you up at advance. So I'm on deck. So Po-
Because I know you ran about 7, 8.
yeah, we start pushing it. We start pushing it about 7 to 8. If y'all game ain't scheduled as by 7 o'clock, it's a wrap, bro.
He didn't respond to nothing. I'm gonna put him when I say what's up.
Yeah, post it in the chat then. Post it in the chat.
Alright.
All right, my boy. All right, so on a couple of real talks ago, I said this. I said we'll know what this team is at after week 10, after that bye week. When I was saying that, I was mainly talking about my defense, right? I'm comfortable with the defense. I think they are here. They still growing, but I think they're back. They're not, they're not the Bulls run for the the three-peat and then the three-peat again. They're not that team yet. But they're good. They're in a situation now where I'm comfortable on defense. I don't think my defense has been hurting me at all, really, at all. What I do know is offensively, we dealing with DJ on his third start. So against the Ravens was his third start, right? And that game was the first game that he played somebody that actually sent the blitz at him all game, and we wasn't prepared for that. But that comes down to that thinking we the three-peat Bulls and not the 84-85 rebuilding Bulls, getting it together Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I agree with you, and we plan on, like, because at the last time we lost 5 games, coach, our coach got fired. So we expect a lot out of our coach, man. Irv Meyer, just because he's Urban Myers doesn't mean he get a pass. He lose 5 games, he might not be the coach for Jacksonville too much longer right now. You know what I'm saying? So the pressure on him, we expect him to come out and play playoff football from week 13 to week 17 on. If we do make the playoffs, to be in the playoffs, playing playoff football from here on out. It's time to grow up. There's no more excuses right now. And my coach was on record saying after that Ravens game, you would not. It almost gave a Tim Tebow speech. You will not see a team play more focused and more harder than you'll see this Jacksonville team play. It's our job to get these young guys playing like they've been in the league for 5 to 6 years. It's our job to put the schemes in front of them and put the right techniques and right things in front of them in practice so that they can get in these games and get back to playing the Duval football and dominate. So we on a mission right now from here on out. We tired of losing games that we should not be losing. And at the end of the day, the difference between this Jacksonville team losing and winning is right now is the turnover game.
Yeah, turnovers kill you.
I mean, if you go back
Especially
to all the
red
losses,
zone.
right. How many? But listen, I've played back-to-back losses between. Not saying I lost back-to-back, but I played the Seahawks. We turned the ball over as a 3-point game. We turned the ball over on the 1-yard
On the
line
goal line.
because we want to be idiots and throw fades. Again last night, we go to tie the game up, and we want to run Puka after he had 7 carries to get us down there. We want to get him carry 8 in a no-huddle offense the entire time while he's purple, and expect him not to be tired and be a little, want him to be a monster in that situation. And that's where that 185 come into play, and then being tired as well, because that tiredness stopped him from scoring on the play before that when I tried to keep it outside when I should have just cut it up. That speed of not being at his fastest and being tired got him caught by a corner that got off the block. And then the next play was the fumble. So we were right there. So now that 7-point game that we could have made it 7 from the 1 after that momentum swings like that, and he goes down and put the game away with another touchdown. And we all know how this game goes. You start losing momentum, everything opened up. I've got scored on the onside kickoff because the momentum was on somebody's side. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we know that, and we haven't been playing smart football, and that comes down to coaching at the end of the day. We've been doing too much listening to the complaints, the bitching, his team, this and that, and we've been tearing this team apart. But we tore it apart with common sense as well. We tore it apart to bring the pieces in we got in on purpose. So now we're settled in right now. We ain't off all that sending 6 people somewhere, 3 people this where 2 weeks later. We ain't off that no more. This team is going to grow into the end of this, and it's going to be a problem. That's how we feel. And all our coaches got some fire lit under their belt. They saying Jimbo Fisher is looking to go to the Packers as the head coach, and they saying Nick Saban is on his way back to college if we don't get this shit right now. So Urb Meyer, he's on the hot seat right now. So we're going to get it together, man. And again, we're going to play some football down the stretch that's going to give us a situation where we in these playoffs. playing big football. Anytime you got a head coach talking about, I know where my team at, we keeping it real, we don't think we are a Super Bowl team this year, you know, that start sounding like he gave up on his team. So we got to spark a fire under his ass right now, or he got the role. Simple as that. What other hot teams is in the league right now that we can talk about? I like the Saints, man. The Panthers,
Saints, Vikings.
Let's go on the NFC. Let's go to the NFC side of things. So the Panthers sitting at 10-1. Seahawks and Cowboys both 9-1-1. Vikings 9-2. Saints 9-2. Bucks 8-2. All right. So again, the Saints 8-2. Saints beat the Seahawks in a big game. That was huge. We never really got to talk about that. But let's talk about the Saints, man. What do you think is going on over there in New Orleans? They sat Joe Burrow down, and they starting Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who I think is going to be one of the top young quarterbacks in the league.
Gator fan has found his niche, and he's executing his game plan. I played him last season. It was a very good game, but I saw the potential he had, and he's really been executing on it this season. I really don't know his schedule, but regardless of the schedule, the fact that he's coming out every week and winning games is impressive.
Right. And again, with the Bucks sitting over here 8-2, is it something that they figured out too, man?
Well, the Bucks always been solid. He's just, trying to find his identity too. It's a different Madden for everybody, I believe.
Right.
It's just not, it's not the kind you could just pick up the sticks and play. You have to really have a game plan coming in each game.
Right.
And have the right pieces in place.
Right.
Also.
Completely. I agree. Who's the hottest team though over here? Would you say the Panthers, Seahawks, Cowboys, Vikings, Saints, or Bucks?
Up until today, it was the Panthers.
Okay.
But I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what happened in that game. But he dropped one today to the Vikings, so that whole NFC is tough right now. I mean,
I like
they beating up on each other. They coming out, they winning the games they supposed to win, and winning games they not supposed to win. So.
They even coming on the AFC side, the AFC tour right now, and they winning games.
That's what I mean. The games they not supposed to win.
after we screaming, oh, the AFC better, they add this and that, they all over here. Think about it. The Cowboys knocked off the Chiefs. The Seahawks knocked off
the Broncos.
The Broncos. The Seahawks knocked off the Jaguars. Who else? The Panthers. Did the Panthers come over here and take somebody's head off? They took the Patriots' head off over here. Yeah, so they coming over. I don't know if the Saints. I ain't on his schedule, so I don't know if he came over here and got with somebody over here yet. But they over here. They over here showing their dominance right now. And that speaks volume because I think we need to start talking about the NFC a little bit more with a little bit more respect right now.
Put some respect on my name type games.
Because at the end of the day, they got the GOAT in the league right now. The GOAT of this. They got the GOAT over there, right? And then they got the guys that's all reaching up. Y'all keep talking about Jungle won't just keep sweeping us because even their squad members is over here trying to knock Jungle head off as well. And that's a sign of good football. You know what I'm saying? Like it's starting to come together, and it all starts with playing your games. So a lot of these guys that's winning, they're playing their games, knocking them shits out. So now McCoy's back in action. He's sitting at 9-2. Simple as that. You know what I mean? So the NFC, man, to me, if you look at the NFC versus the AFC right now, you got a 10-1 team, a 9-2 team, 7-3, 6-4, 6-5, 6-4. Then all 5 losses, 6 lost teams over here. We got 2 teams that's defeated and 1 team with 2 wins and a 3-7 team. And then you look at the NFC when it comes down to their bottom bracket, you got a bunch of 10-1s, 9-1s, 9-2s type of situations, and then you go to the 5-4 losses. So, but then once you get past these 5 loss teams, it drops 7, 8, 10, and they got more losers over here than they got winners. But these losers over here, half of them not playing. Eagles don't play a game. We ready to figure that out. Bears is pretty much done with Madden 21. Madden 20, he's coming back Madden 21. Rams is my boy. See how he play when he play. Lions don't play a game right now. And the Cardinals trying to figure it out. So 6-2 sitting at 5-5. Redskins 6-5. Falcons. The Redskins look like they just lost their game to the Seahawks and shit again over here. So, and then Tata sitting at 7-4 right now on a 3-game winning streak. And even Nano sitting at 6-5. That loss is big though. I think that kills his playoff chances. What do you think?
It might come to week 17. I can't see the schedule, so I don't know who's playing who. But I'm sure that the next 3 weeks is a lot of mix-up. So we might see a couple of more games like we saw today with the Vikings and Panthers. A lot of the top-heavy teams going against each other.
When it come down to the playoffs, though, for the NFC side right now, I'm gonna tell you my favorite. My favorites is I like the Seahawks, and here's why. He got the longest tender quarterback over here. Jalen McCain is playing in his 8th season right now. He's 7 years experience. I think that him being a veteran like that gives him the edge because every other team that's over there that's good, they're playing first and second year, maybe 3-year quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So I think honestly it starts there with that quarterback being the most seasoned veteran over there. And then that defense is playing strong, man. We just came out of a game where they just knocked our heads around in the run game. They tore us up in the latter part of that game with fumbles and they out there and they out there hitting, man. They kind of looking like that Jaguar team was looking a couple years ago with all them hit sticks and everything going on right now. So I like the Seahawks over there, but you can't take the crown off the guy's head over there until somebody take it off his head. You know what I'm saying? Like. So, but I think you got people they ain't trying to knock it off. They trying to blow that motherfucker off. I think the Panthers. I like the Panthers, but my question with the Panthers is how tough is that young team going to be in the playoffs? Because they still are young. You know what I'm saying? Like he might be the youngest team over there right now. So as though he's playing high in his regular season, we know it's 2 seasons to football, regular season then playoffs. The inexperience I think will hurt him in this playoff run, but I think he'll be good going forward. But how good the coach is over there. Can the coach do something to get himself in the NFC Championship game and be playing for a Super Bowl? When it comes down to the Saints, I like the Saints style of play. Is the Saints ready to take that next step though? That's the question in my opinion. Is he ready to take that next step?
The jury's still out on that, but I think he found something. So.
And me.
I mean, he got a quarterback.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, he got a quarterback at 60% over here right now with 26 touchdowns, 18 INTs right now. He's balling hard over there. He also got now this is where I like about him. Like usually you used to see his running backs with 1,000,000 yards and that's that, but this guy's almost Harold Joyner, 6'4", 215. Nice speed on this kid too. He got this guy playing solid football for him. Complete good football, 8 touchdowns right now, almost 100 yards a game right now. When you get to the receivers, it's balanced out over there. 32 catches by Raymond James, Waddle with 25, Keontae Lawrence 24. The running back got 17. You know what I mean? You got your tight end with 13 catches over here, and it's balanced 6'4" and 11 touchdowns. So we balancing out over here, and then they also are playing good defense. Now I don't know how they look up front, and this is where it scares me at. But he found a way to get Montez Sweat over here, 10.5 sacks, which is, I mean, if you look at these guys that's leading the sacks right now, all these guys are players that got let go from other teams right now, which is smart. Montez Sweat, you got John Cena, who's always been a big name. You got Sean Bradley coming from the Cowboys over here, so he's balling hard over here. 2-second style. What up, love? Hey. All right, I'm doing a real talk, so I'll call me when you need me to come outside. Okay. All right, love you. All right. Yeah, so I like the pieces he got over here. Look, he even got Reggie White Jr. sitting over here. So when it comes down to the playoffs, and I talk about defense, he got a bunch of young gunners running around. They definitely get INTs over here. There's a bunch of young boys. Robertson, we told you he was one of the premier corners in the league. Paris Ford is trying to put his name up there as one of the best safeties in the league. Donnell Sapp, older player, nice little piece, wrinkled right there. Elijah Blades has been balling for him. Tony Brown as well. Now, when you get into the playoffs, this defense is going to be a tough defense to beat. How many of those players that just came, they were main players for these other teams, is all on his team right now? Reggie White, Montez Sweat, Sean Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all dogs.
All veterans.
All veterans that's going to help him in this playoff run. Seasoned veterans, too, right? We ain't talking about guys that's not good. We talking about guys. You know what I'm saying? So, and like, look at Montez Sweat, the age on him. he doesn't lose nothing. He still got his ability over here. You got to show love to that. Let's go look at see what Reggie White. I'm quite sure Reggie White dropped. Reggie White dropped to a superstar. All right, but he still got that superstar ability on him. Let's look at Sean Bradley, where he's at. Sean Bradley's a superstar, 23 years old. He's who he is. And then you got young boy Derek Brown stepping up too from Auburn. I like this team over here, man. And you get to these Panthers, and then I'll get to the Vikings real fast. Let's get to the Panthers and their stats right now. Let's see what they doing on defense right now. This is a balance that you can't really talk about at all. So we looking at, this is the problem though for the Panthers. Their lead sack leader is in his second season, Thomas Booker, with 11 sacks. Mekhi Parsons, another piece that he got from the Steelers, young boy, second season, 8 sacks. I don't know how to say this guy's name, but he's definitely one of the top freshmen that walked in football in a long time out there for Oregon. Theodox, whatever his name is, 8 sacks in his first year 2. Patrick Queen over here was 6 in his third year going on his 4th season. Shiloh Sanders with 5.5 sacks, 6 INTs in his rookie career. Nathan Pickering, 3.5. My problem is they balling, and he got a bunch of real good, real draft players right now. But that youth, to me, is going to be a problem in the playoffs. Would you agree?
Yeah, they play different in postseason.
Right. But this team, you can see this team that's going to be top shelf for the next 3 seasons. They're going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So we get to these Vikings, and we look at their defense. I'm not even going to go back over their offense. So you got Antonio Alfano, one of the top DNs that came out of his draft class, 9 sacks. Jordy Brooks has been a dog since he's been in the league, 8 sacks. He better be re-signing him back. KJ Henry, 4.5 sacks. Cam Brown, 3.5. Antonio McPherson, 5 years and 3 sacks. Let's see what he's doing offensively, especially in the run game. I mean, the receiving game, we expect this out of McCoy. Nice little balance. You're not going to have guys that's going to blow the doors off you with receiving stats. But in the run game, man, he's special with his running back, 1196, 11 rushing touchdowns right now with Clinton Valentine. I like it. At quarterback, he did go get Teddy Bridgewater, 14 9 INTs. Let me tell her, get some of those things here. Grab some. Grab some over here. Now let's get to the GOAT, the man that wears the crown. All right. So D'Eriq King, man, how do you feel about this quarterback?
Solid.
He has arrived.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot, bro.
In the run game, we're getting a little long in tooth with Adric Lockley. Let's see how old Adric Lockley is, and are we going to start seeing, 27 years old, are we going to start seeing some A.J. Dillon playing a little bit more over here. He's starting to get some carries again as he fell off. But he got the 1-2 punch right here. Receiving, as always, Gianna Bryant, 31 catches. Magna, 31. Mekhi Pittman, 27. Johnny Wilson, man, if he can get this guy going, he could be a problem. I mean, we going in the game 12-13, first rookie he's ever had that had no touchdowns. And I'll try to trade for this guy. At the end of the day, you can't play with this type of receiver because they ain't your style of play. That's why he ain't got a touchdown yet. You can't go get it if you don't know how to go get it. Isaac Bruce, little veteran, seasoned veteran, to hold shit down over here. Simple as that. But the Cowboys rely on their scheme on defense. They're going to blitz the life out of you and use her in the secondary with the safety and make plays. And as you can see, 7 picks from Brian Phelps, 11 from Isaiah Palomeo. Lockley still holding it down, 6 going into his 10th year with 6 INTs right now. So, and then getting to the quarterback, a team that blitzes a lot. They kind of even across the board, 6, 5.5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 2. All right, so the Cowboys still sitting here. When you look at the difference of ages over here, you're seeing a lot of 6-year, 5-year, 9-year, all guys that's making plays from 8 years. You got some seasoned veterans over here. Solid again. The NFC, man, they here to be talked about, and we gotta stop ignoring them. And I'm done ignoring them, man. It's time to get props to where props is due at. Right now, Garantino is leading the NFL with MVP votes right now. Is this your MVP of this year?
Yeah.
See, I usually
It's his to lose.
his to lose really much, right? I like Fred Teller though, man. I think if Fred Teller can do what we asked him to do, which is 1,300 more yards, it's his to lose too. So.
Yeah, they don't really give them to teams that ain't winning though.
hmm Arian Foster, again, top 5 running back in the league. John Emery is making a name for himself out there in Carolina. Nick Harris, Najee Harris. This is what I wanted to see. The Bucks has a running back in the top MVP race right now, which is solid. Let's look at the NFC as a whole. All right, so John Emery looking like Offensive Player of the Year with Najee Harris and Valentine right behind him. You get the Defensive Player of the Year. You got Steve Jackson, Jordy Brooks, Isaiah Palomeo, and Clavion Chaseon. Offensive Rookie of the Year, you got Jalen McMillan. Packers always got a receiver up there. Stanley King, Holla at the Hood, Wilson, Julian Flemings, and Xavier Henderson. A lot of those guys are computer love, but Demaz is a solid player over there as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Shiloh Sanders is holding that down. Miles Murphy, the young kid from North Carolina. Brian Branch, computer love. Brian Breeze, one of the top players in that class. Keely Ringo, also the top corner in that class. Top 5. Best quarterbacks, again, Jalen McCain, I just spoke upon him. Thomas Robinson, you got De'Aaron King, computer love Tom Cruise, computer love Jordan Love, Nailbone, and Milton, computer love Tua Tagovailoa up here. So the computer love guys we skip past because they not doing it themselves. And the running back situation, Emery, Harris, Valentine, Lockley, and Spiller. Wide receivers, you got Randy Moss still holding it down, Bob Hayes, A.J. Teller, a sleeper. Nobody's talking about this guy, but he make plays. Keontae Lawrence, Terrence Marshall, 2 Panthers up there. Offensive line, Seahawks, Bucks, Cowboys, Panthers, Cowboys, Saints, Cowboys, Vikings, Panthers. Teams that's winning got the guys up there. D-line, it's computer love. Montez Sweat holding it down. Booker holding it down. Dwayne Johnson, computer love. Leslie holding it down. Alfano holding it down. Linebackers, Jordy Brooks, man, he's been playing middle linebacker since the first real draft, and he's been a baller. Steve Jackson, Chaseon, Boulware, and Westbrook. DBs over here, Palomao, James Guy, Phelps, Silo, Farley. Silo coming in as one of the top corners in his first year right now. He balling. Whitaker. It's always good to see a rookie step the way Shiloh was stepping, but he will have to follow it up with a good sophomore campaign. All right, that's the NFC. We get over to the AFC right now. When it comes down to DBs, you got James, computer love, Tanner Muse, Claiborne, been balling pretty good, seasoned veteran, Gerard Maiden. Let's talk about Gerard Maiden, man. You got rid of Smoker Blunt, a couple guys over there, Teller, all that. This guy has been playing solid since he stepped on campus.
Yeah, he definitely has. He actually surprised me, my breakout player in my secondary. Key piece to my secondary.
Right. We talked about the Titans in their secondary, man, with Kyle and Jacoby playing lights out, and they are leading the Titans over there on their defense. Hammers out here, Del Pick, Fagans, and Stingley Jr. Let's talk about Stingley Jr., man. He down here at 10 right now, man. Is that a sign of him falling off, or is it just the fact that he has his own island now?
That nigga Stingley ass. Cap. It's all cap. You already know niggas doing. They ain't throwing at him, man. That's all him.
And that shit sucks because it's hard because you can't match up with overalls out this bitch no more because niggas got 499 receivers on their team. So like in our game last night, I would have loved for him to be on T Black. You had T Black pretty much playing the square receiver the entire time, and he was locked up on Elijah's Ricks, which was a mismatch for you. And I wanted Stingley on him, but you can't match up by overall if I want to go man and match up because you never know which one of them 99 is going to be the guy they lock him up on. I wish they'd go back to the old Mads where you could just say, I want him covering him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And bring that back right now.
Yep.
But we can't sleep on Mo Claiborne either as a seasoned veteran. He's balling. He got a shitload of picks over here. Linebackers, Emmanuel Watt, he deserves to be at 1 right now. Dylon Moses, Artie Campbell, Ray Lewis, all familiar names sitting up here. But Duval Sections, man, you always been big on him. Shed light on Duval for me a little bit, Hitter.
I moved Duval into the starting this year, and he hasn't disappointed. He's
Right.
He's an edge threat. He can cover the run. He's good in coverage. So yeah, he's an all-around linebacker.
Like it.
And he sat on the bench and he watched and he learned.
And then waited his time.
Waited his time, yeah.
So Fidel Diggs is sitting here number 1 in the AFC as the best rookie DN, as the best DN right now. Simeon Rice is in second, and you got Chase Young, Corey Dugan, Josh Allen still holding it down, seasoned vet, Yetur Gross-Matos. I'm coming down to 8, 9, and 10 because I want to stop at 8 right now. You know, we scream a lot of best players in the league and best and that. But I think anybody that's played you will agree that this is the best D tackle we've ever seen come into a dynasty in Madden right now. Brian B.G. Gonzalez, man. I mean, pure D tackle, double-digit sacks every year, disrupts the game all the game long. Getting long in the tooth up there, but do you still feel like you can still build around this kid?
Definitely. He was drafted as a D tackle. I moved him to DN for a while. Then once Albo left, he went back to his natural position and has been uphill ever since.
Right.
He's actually outshined Dumerville since he moved to D tackle.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, it's hard to do anything up the middle with you, especially straight drop back and without rolling out. This guy is not getting blocked one-on-one at all. I mean, we watch him beat double teams all game long because most people double team. Those in the AFC that play you enough know to double team this guy, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, this is the best D tackle in the league for sure. Fidel Diggs doesn't have enough. He's still wet behind the ears, in my opinion, even though he's leading probably the league in sacks right now. He's still wet behind the ear to call him the best D tackle in the league. But right now, he's trying to win that award, though. Best O-line, you got the Ravens sitting at the top. Jags, Chiefs, Ravens, Browns, Chiefs, Jags. Wide receivers, T. Black's back on the map again. We haven't heard from him last season, but he's right back at it again. What's the big play out of him, Boom?
Man, T. Black, man, just being a team player, man. You said it. He had a bad season last year, man, but this year calling it a number, spreading the ball around, and he's reaping the benefits of that.
Calvin Johnson is still on the mix at 2. Jabari Pratt 3. Bo Rice, Justin Ross. As you can see, the Chiefs looking like they still got Patrick Mahomes and have the top 5 receivers. He got 3 of the top 5 right now. Aaron Parker, Computer Love, Sheldon Work, always going to be on here. Rieger, Chad Johnson. I like this Chad Johnson kid for the Bengals, bro. He don't miss nothing. He go get it. I thought I was the go get it king. This guy he go get it all the time. We get over here to the running backs right now. Freddie T holding it down. Aaron Foster. Lenny Mack, man. This is a name we don't really know or hear about, but obviously he's holding shit down. I played against him. I like him. I think this guy is the next back over here. Knox definitely going to run him until his shoes fall off, and that's that over here. But Lenny Mack is stepping up to become somebody. Willie Parker starting to get too long in the tooth. We like Anthony Puka, but Anthony Puka right now should be dropping off this list with 7 fumbles in the last 3 games. Will Falk, still holding it down. Bo Jackson. We talk about Bo Jackson, man. Has Bo Jackson been an achiever or a bust?
I wouldn't say bust because when he came in the league, he made a name for himself. So he just, I don't know what happened in Indiana, but it hasn't been a good situation for him.
Right.
These last few seasons.
All right, so when you get to the top quarterbacks, guaranteed sitting there, Computer Love, you got Jamie Newman for the Patriots, Burrex for the Browns, Paul Henry, Skywalker, Cash, Perkins, Rattler, and Murphy right now. So when we talk about Skywalker not being a piece for you, but he's sitting in 6th place right here, best quarterback in the AFC right now. Garantano holding it down, Costello, Computer Love, and Jamie Newman is playing solid football right now. Top guys over here, that's rock. All right, so defensive player rookies of the year, Fidel, Diggs, Justin Flo. When you look at these guys up here, they all were top. Ready? The top 5 defensive players right now, I would say top 4, I'm sorry. The top 4 defensive rookies right now were all picked in that top 10. So Fidel Diggs was at 4, Justin Flo was at 1, Drew Sanders was sitting at 6, I think he got picked. Justin Flo went at 4. Diggs was 3. Flo was 1. Diggs was 3. Sanders was 5. Yep,
6.
5. Nah, 5. Flo was 4. And where's I thought Dion? No, he in the NFC. I was gonna say Dion was 6. I mean, Shiloh was 6. But Antonio
And Shiloh,
Johnson,
that's
yeah, Shiloh was 6. All right, so like I said, these guys are in the top 5. They all holding it down. Offensive rookies of the year right now: Bryce Young, Wendell Robinson. This guy most thought got picked too early. We'll look at him sitting here second with rookies right now. Zachary Evans, the backup running back for the Texans, is up here. Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice's son. Darnell Washington, the 6'8 sensation, sitting at 5. Defensive player of the year: Emmanuel Watt, Diggs, Young, Rice, Muse, top 5. Offensive player of the year: Garantano, Fred Teller, Foster, Willie Parker, and Lenny Mack. Alright, and that's that, man. That's our show. We're going to come back to y'all right now. I'm ready to push the league. Let's get it popping, get to the next games. And here's the franchise guru, hitter the spitter, Real Boone, Tupac is back. Holla at us.
Yep.